Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we're going to be explaining and giving a reason as to why I think Joe Burrow will be a Cincinnati Bengal. Now, it's kind of obvious that he will be a Cincinnati Bengal, but here's the reasons as to why it's probably going to be confirmed that he will be a Cincinnati Bengal unless something magic happens and he doesn't beat he's going to go number one. It just depends. Something magically would happen for Cincinnati not to have that number one pick. Here's why Joe Burrow is going to be going to the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati is not willing to trade down. Cincinnati have the worst record in the NFL. When you have the worst record, you get the number one pick. At the time, everybody thought the number one pick before the college football season, it was going to be Tua Tagovailoa. But then Joe Burrow happened. Joe Burrow, his star season came in his senior year at LSU. And now he's going to be the number one pick. Will it be for Cincinnati? Yes, it's going to be. It's going to be for Cincinnati. But will he eventually turn out to be the best quarterback of this draft? There's a possibility that may not actually happen. The reason why I say that is because the last LSU quarterback to come out in the draft and go number one, Jamarcus Russell, and look where he is now. He is one of the biggest busts in the NFL history. But Joe Burrow is completely different from this guy. Joe Burrow is another machine. Joe Burrow spent all 4 years working his way, each year getting better, and then that final year, he wins the national championship. He beats Alabama. He beats Clemson. He beats Auburn. He beats all the best teams, even my team, Florida, and wins the national championship. And now he's going to go number one to the Cincinnati Bengals. The reason why he's going to go to Cincinnati Bengals is because there's not really that many options for him. I mean, he could get drafted. He's going to get drafted number one by the Cincinnati Bengals, but there may be a possibility that he may not play for the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you guys remember when Eli Manning got drafted by the San Diego Chargers, and he said that he did not want to play for the Chargers. He ended up getting traded to the Giants. And Phillip Rivers, who got drafted by the Giants, got traded to San Diego, and their career basically swapped like that. And the rest is history. Eli turned out to be the better one out of those two because Eli won two Super Bowls against the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, Phillip Rivers hasn't made the Super Bowl since he's been at San Diego, and now they got rid of him. When it comes to the other possible teams that can trade up and see if they can steal that number one pick from Cincinnati, I only see one team that has the possibility of actually doing so, and that's the Miami Dolphins. The reason why I say the Miami Dolphins has the opportunity to trade and get this number one pick is due to the fact that they have 3 first-round picks. They have the pick at number 6. I think it's either 5 or 6. I think they have number 5, they have number 13, and then they have number 23. It's somewhere around there. But they have 3 first-round picks now. Cincinnati will probably get one of the later round picks or earlier round picks, so they can pick up, like, let's say Justin Herbert if Herbert doesn't go to the LA Chargers. But the Dolphins seem to love Joe Burrow, but the reason why I think Joe Burrow is going to go to the Bengals is due to the fact that they need him. They need a quarterback to pick this team back up. Their head coach, I think it was Marlon Lewis, he's one of the best head coaches. He was one of the most underappreciated head coaches in my honest opinion, and he got fired. So now Cincinnati is rebuilding. That front office is not really good. That's why I've heard Joe Burrow, and in the beginning of it, he was like, I don't even know if I'm going to go. I don't even know if I'm going to be a Cincinnati Bengal. Now he said that he will be a Cincinnati Bengal. He'll be fine if they draft him. I don't believe that. I feel like he will go number one to the Cincinnati Bengals. But like I said before, there's a good chance that he may not be a Cincinnati Bengal at the start of the season. There may be a trade because if we look at Cincinnati's just looking for a star quarterback. But Joe Burrow wants to win. Joe Burrow wants to go in a situation where he can start off and win games. Cincinnati does give him that, and I've heard that Joe Burrow has said to Cincinnati or talked with Cincinnati about keeping A.J. Green, their star wide receiver, And not only he would have there, he would have John Ross. He would have the running back. I forgot the running back's name, man. He's actually a very, very good running back. The running back for Cincinnati. The offensive line I would say, is pretty okay, and then defense, I don't really recognize anybody on that defense. Who did Cincinnati even pick last year? I don't even know who Cincinnati picked last year. I know it must have been one of like the top 10 picks or top 15 picks or somewhere around there. But with Joe Burrow, they would improve their quarterback position because their previous quarterback, or their current quarterback right now, is Andy Dalton. And Andy Dalton, he's not a good quarterback. He is definitely not a good quarterback. So when it comes to this Joe Burrow situation, he's going to improve their quarterback situation. He's going to improve their offense. And, well, not completely their offense, because I feel like they would need to also work on their defense and some of their offensive line, because I don't really think they have a very good offensive line. But in terms of Joe Burrow being there, he would improve their team. They would have their star quarterback. They would have their quarterback for the future. And if Joe Burrow ends up going to Cincinnati, depending on their record, I actually don't see them winning any of their division games. Like, they play against the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, where they have Lamar Jackson. That's 2 losses. Steelers, if Big Ben is going to be healthy for a season, that's another 2 losses. I don't think the Bengals can beat them. The only team I think that the Cincinnati Bengals would have a chance of beating, and that's Cleveland. And they may only get that 1 win against the division at home. So that would be, 1-7 against the division. Then they got other teams to play. They got 8 other games to play. They may have a losing record. Kyler Murray didn't have a winning record in his first season, so that may happen. But in terms of Joe Burrow and him being one of the best quarterbacks in this draft and him going number 1, it's going to happen. There's nothing that's going to change that. He's going to go to the Cincinnati Bengals, and if some miracle, like I said before, if some miracle happens and he doesn't, he's going to go to the Miami Dolphins. And Miami, from whatever, Miami really loves him. Miami has fallen in love with Joe Burrow. But this is their own fault that they didn't tank. They said tank for Tua. That was their motto for this past season. And they still didn't get the number 1 pick. They actually won games. Their motto for the season was tank for Tua. If they had actually tanked, they would have got the number 1 pick, and they would have got Joe Burrow, and they would have been fine. But they didn't. They had the number 5 pick. Probably going to take Tua. Probably could take Justin Herbert. Probably could take Jordan Love. But Joe Burrow is a sure lock to be at the Cincinnati Bengals. With A.J. Green, possibly. John Ross. Joe Mixon, that's the running back from Cincinnati. And that's going to be his weapons, and that's going to be that team that hopefully can get a few wins this season, but I don't really know. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Please do smash the like button. Now, if you guys have missed my previous videos about Tom Brady, that video will actually be in the link down in the description down below. Most of the time I say this, I don't really add the video link in the description, but this time I will. My Instagram and my Instagram will be down in the description down below. Not really my Facebook or YouTube, but my Instagram is going to be down in the description down below. Please do follow me, and I will have another video up for you tomorrow. It's going to be a sit-down topic video about a certain person. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please do smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.